Warning, pest control video ahead. Those with a flowery disposition may wish to look away now.
Hey guys, it's Robin here from Team Foxer, back with another video. I've been quite busy lately, and today you join me on a day off where I'm going to be filming several different segments. So the first of which will be, I've got a new delivery of a new 17 HMR, so I'm going to go out with that and film sighting that in and give you my overall verdict on the Lithgow 17 HMR. What else is happening? I've got to go and move my squirrel feeder. Some of you may remember I put a squirrel feeder up some time ago, made a video out of that, but I've actually got a new location, so I'm going to go and pick that up, and I've not actually seen that for some time, so I'm going to go, and hopefully it's still in the woods, so I'm going to go and pick that up and move it to a brand new location and start feeding that up for some squirrel action later this year. Today is the 1st of October, so it's the start of the game season here in England, Wales and Scotland, for pheasant anyway, a very good look to everybody that's going game shooting as of today. But that means that we have, I can announce the winner of the Team Foxer hoodie. Not this one, of course. I'll order a brand new hoodie in your size, of course, and I'll pick a winner at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. And today I'll also be filming some daytime bits for these two torches that I've had on test for a while, and I'll have 2 independent review videos coming up as well, so quite a lot has been going on. I've also got an invite to go duck shooting. I think that's next week, so I shall imminently have a video of that. Fingers crossed. The last 2 sessions of those have been pretty good. I've been out on the foxes recently, and I can only describe that as frustrating. It's been quite difficult, I must admit. It's not been completely fruitless. You know, I have managed a couple, but at the same time, it's been rather difficult. Foxes have been staying way out in the distance. They've been really jumpy. I think they've perhaps been getting a little bit of pressure from neighbouring farmers or shoots who have probably educated them in one way or another. But nevertheless, we do have some clips to share with you, so please enjoy these videos. Don't forget to stay tuned at the end of this video, because I will announce the winner. And as always, take care, stay safe, and happy shooting. Essential stop before we go out foxing. Kebab shop. Got to be done.
Fox is getting full.
Yeah, you still managed to finish the entire thing, though, you fat bass. Anyway, look, here's the first fox of this evening. After playing the Rabbit Distress on the Architect GC500 recorder for some time, it showed some initial interest. The rest of the interest came from actually mouth squeaking. It just stood there looking at us for a while before it decided it was going to trot towards us. But all of a sudden it decided to exit stage left into a heavily planted potato field, and for a good few minutes I kind of lost sight of it, and here it goes into that field. I'd pretty much given up, but before I got in the truck I flicked the lamp over and lit up this set of eyes, probably no more than 80 yards away, just looking straight at me. So I got ready with the rifle and, well, I don't know, you tell me, it sounded like a miss, but we're going to have to wait. They have now sprayed this field of taties, so we're going to go back there and see if there is any signs of a fox, but it didn't sound that great. Second fox that evening was yet another one that was not interested one bit in the call, so this is why it's been quite frustrating. Even on a night where you're not getting too much fox action, there's always time to sit back and appreciate the other stuff that's around. Check out this scabby looking massive badger that we came across, and this chap was only about 40-50 yards away. Now, on the way home by myself, I lit up a set of eyes in a field that I'd not been on for quite some time, and started lip squeaking, and that tilt of the head is a clear indication that it's at the least interested. You know, it's not bolting like the other foxes had done that evening, and I managed to lip squeak this one into range. It took a little time, so I fast forwarded the next little clip, because it took a good couple of minutes to wander its way so that it was in range.
Cheese.
And that one definitely sounded much more like a hit. I usually stop my foxes with an oi, but I thought it was time to sex it up a bit and try an experiment, so I opted for the word cheese instead.
It's a young vixen. Good one to get out of the way.
Indeed, with the first few shoots just weeks away now, a good one to get out of the way. A couple of nights later, and I'm out with Rick. We lamped up this fox just onto the entrance of the farm and it bolted. It went quite some way back. I was able to squeak and catch its attention, but just like the other night, this fox was not really playing ball at all, but it sat there and looked. I tried different squeaks and different calls. Sometimes you can get them to come in, but it doesn't always work out that way. What we did manage to do, however, was catch the attention of another fox coming in from, and literally I do mean right out of the cover. Didn't see it because it was right behind the truck on the farm track.
Oh, I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but we've come down to check on the partridge pens, put the call on, and even with the helicopters firing their rounds and stuff, I managed to call this fox straight out the cover. I'm just walking to retrieve it now. And there we are. A very healthy looking fox. Very dead fox. Cracking looking bush, I might have that one.
And indeed I did whip it off, it's currently soaking. And if you're interested to know how I make those tails look like that, then I made a video on that too. I'll put a link to that in the description below.
There he goes. Right. He can't have been that far behind that thing though when I first see it.
So it's a couple of nights later and I'm out by myself. It didn't quite go to plan the other night with Rick. We saw a few foxes, but do you know what? You can't always get the shots off. So leave it for another night. That another night is tonight. And I'm going out by myself. I'm going to change tactics ever so slightly. This time I'm going to lay in wait because I'm fairly confident I know which direction the fox is going to come from. So I'm going to sit up or stand up, have a pan around with the sticks and see if we can't pick up Mr. Charlie that we didn't quite get the other night. Let's see how we get on.
So I positioned myself on the farm track in the direction that the fox ran the other night when we saw it. As you can tell, it's pretty damn windy. There's no calling involved here. The fox is naturally making its way up the farm track, so I just had to be patient and wait. And wait I did. I had to wait several minutes for this fox to actually come into range. And once again, I'm not using anything to call here. I'm just laying on what is a natural walkway clearly for the fox. I'm also leaning against the truck because it's a very bright moon and I'm somewhat silhouetted by it, but I don't think the wind is helping me here because I'm struggling to actually keep steady, as you'll see in a minute. I actually pull the shot ever so slightly to the left and this fox runs and does a little semicircle and falls behind that patch of weeds there. Even with the wind I could hear the thud, so I know it was a good shot, and the instant reaction from the fox with the tail up in the air also indicated that I'd hit at the very least both lungs, and as you saw, it dropped just behind this patch of weeds here, and here he is. You could see in the scope picture with a thick set fox and a thick tail that it wasn't potentially one of this year's, and he was quite a heavy bruiser, and he would have done a fair amount of damage with this lad in the pheasant pen there with those gnashers. Definitely a good one to get out of the way.
A young fox.
Well, I'm not the only member of Team Foxer to have had success over the last week or so. Let's head over to New South Wales to see how Jason's been getting on.
Dropped him. Gornskis.
It's interesting to know that much like here in the UK, a lip squeak can often be one of the most effective fox calls you've got. And the best part is it's free.
There's two of them fighting or whatever.
Indeed there is. You can just make out the two sets of eyes there as these two foxes are squabbling and making quite a racket in the process. With the other fox scarpering and living to fight another day, that one went down to the Hauer 1500 in 223. Right, let's find out who's won a Team Foxer hoodie.
Right, as I mentioned earlier, win the Team Foxer hoodie competition. I'm going to scroll through the responses, pick a winner at random. I'll get in touch with you and we'll arrange to get this stuff sent out. So Field Sports-esque style, scrolling up, scrolling down, picking a winner from here, and the winner is David Evans. Thank you, David. You entered 2 months ago. So well done. I'll get in contact with you and a Team Foxer hoodie is on its way to you. If you want a Team Foxer hoodie, they are available for just £25.50. That's delivered anywhere in the UK. If you want one overseas, not a problem. We'll just work out how much the postage is and we'll bang that on top. I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you very much for watching, and a big thanks for Jason for your footage. You can follow the instant action on Instagram at team_Foxer, and you can email me with any questions with the email on screen.